Hey everybody, this is Jeff Nowinski. Just wanted to give you a quick update on your gradebook setup. I want to talk to you about introducing basically Schoology to PowerSchool. Hopefully this is a picture of you at the end of this, if you're a female who wears pearls and everything else, that you'll be happy with the results of Schoology talking with PowerSchool. So let's check this out. I'm just in a personal finance class. It seems like it's fully loaded with all sorts of different items and everything else. What I want to do is I want to quickly jump into Gradebook, and just because there's student names in here, I'm also going to switch to the setup really quickly, so hopefully you don't see too many student names. So the Gradebook setup, one thing that you want to do is you want to add some categories. So whatever categories you're going to classify your information as, you can go through and hit add, and it suggests you have homework and classwork and things like this. So if you want, you can add those in. You also get the options of changing those between percentages and total points. You can even drop the lowest 2-3 grades depending on what you want to do that way. Another option that you can do is you can actually weigh your categories. A lot of teachers are doing this so that maybe each of these is worth 25% of the total grade for a class, or if you want to bump one up over the other, you can do that as well. That way your grades can mirror anything that should be in PowerSchool as well. Something else to think about at the very bottom here, if not every single one of your items that you have in Schoology or that you have for your class is going to be in Schoology, it might not be a bad idea to hide the overall grades or hide the grading period. So that way you don't have parents who might be confused about PowerSchool being the official grade book of the district. So if you have some grades that are just going to be in PowerSchool, or that you're going to grade by hand, or that you will never touch Schoology for some reason, you can check mark these two boxes at the bottoms, and the overall percentage within Schoology will not be shared with students or parents. The next thing I want you to do is I want you to jump over into the PowerSchool app. It's at the bottom of this column. And what it does is for each period that's linked together, it'll list right here, it'll list the activities and things that you have going on in your course. What I'd like you to do is click on configuration. I'll show you how this works in a second. And by default, when this comes up, it says that these courses, for this course, hour 1, everything is going to be mapped into PowerSchool's test category. So anything that's daily work goes over as a test. Anything in projects and tests goes over as a test. And if you don't want that, what you should do is just click this Customize Grade Category Mapping. What that allows you to do is it lets you associate and say anything that I have labeled in Schoology as a test will come over to PowerSchool as a test. Anything that's a project will go over as a project. Life in project will be life in project, and daily work will come over as daily work. They don't have to be the exact same words or letters or anything else. If I really wanted, I could not even have this here and maybe put this in test, and this will work out just fine as long as I know that I'm going to be using unit tests in PowerSchool. So however you want this to work out for your class is how you need to set it up. Make sure to hit Save Changes at the very bottom. And then unfortunately, the way this is set up right now, you would have to go through and do this for your other courses. So if you have this set up for hour 4 as well, you would have to come over into your hour 4 and set it up under configuration. Now, once you've done this, which I've done this previous to this, what you'll notice is that you have some activities. They have this idea of not yet synced. So if you've gone through and all of a sudden you've graded this conclusion activity, you can simply click this little wheel. It says when synced, this item will be given the due date in PowerSchool based on the last day of the grading session. What that means to me is that I have not set a due date for this activity. So what I want to do is I want to make sure that I have a due date for this, which I can either go to this activity itself or find it, and in my gradebook I can go to bulk edit. So make sure that you do this, but you can individually, you can click these little wheels, or if all of these have all been assigned and assessed already, I can click sync all, and these grades will be pushed over to PowerSchool. Well, I hope that helps you a little bit. If you do have any questions on this setup, you can always ask me or any of your other Lee Summit ITSs. Hope you have a great day.